Do you know the moment when arguing begins? It's not because the child is arguing, it's when the parent responds. You see, when the parent does what I call get in the boxing ring, then we have this dialogue going back and forth. I like to say that it takes two to argue, but only one to stop. And when you use this strategy with children, it's going to stop the arguing in its tracks. And that is to move from the issue to the process. The child says, but I don't want to do that, or but I don't like this. And so your response at that point is important. Because if you then argue with the child back and forth, then we're going back and forth continually. You might think that talking to children is a good idea, and it certainly is a good idea, but there's a couple times when it's not helpful. And one of those is when it exacerbates the whole arguing problem. It's better to move from the issue to the process. We're not talking about the dirty shirt. We're talking about watching a video right now. We're not talking about going to that party on Friday night. We're talking about the way you're treating me right now. And so your comment when a child starts to argue is simply something like this. I've said no. We're not going to argue about this. I'm done talking about it. And then you refuse to get into the boxing ring. Now, I do think it's good to talk to children about things in their lives, but in the moment, often it's best to not have that discussion because children aren't really interested in your answers anyway. They just want a dialogue back and forth. And that pattern is a negative pattern, creating tension in the relationship and hindering the closeness you can have. We want to teach children it's not appropriate. That's not what we're going to do in this home, especially in the way you interact with me. This is just one idea in my masterclass. If you want the whole training, you can check it out in my bio.